Test. Test. What's going on, guys? A couple of disclaimers before we jump into the video. Number one, I just woke up, so I'm going to apologize in advance for if my voice cracks or if I sound funny, because you're the first people I'm talking to today. Isn't that sweet? And second, I guess also, like, my hair looks okay in this specific frame, but I don't know what it's going to do going forward, so I'll apologize in advance for that. Second thing, it's week 5 of the WBE. I'm really enjoying. I'm having a good time. We're 2-2 with the Slateport Spirits, and to be completely honest, I would like to have a better record. It is kind of funny just because I feel like I've played better in my last week's loss, than I did in maybe my first win or something. So yeah, so I would like to be doing better, but I actually feel like even though I lost last week, I did play pretty well for the most part. Made a couple mistakes at the end, but I think the majority of the game I played well. Unfortunately, I still did lose, but that's okay. And yeah, so now it's week 5. We're going up against Patterz and the new Castle Nidokings, and I don't know that much about him, but he seems like he's got actually like a pretty scary team. We're expecting Mega Latios, T-Tar, Seismitoad, Deki Dewey, and then 2 more, probably Halucha and Registeel. But I don't really know, because he could also bring Galvantula, he could bring Entei, he could bring Stoutland if he's crazy, Garbodor. He's got options, basically, is my point. So yeah, let's see what he's got. Good luck to Patterz and the new Castle Nidokings. I'm excited. Yeah, let's see. Okay, Galvantula. Wait. Okay, no Deki Dewey. Latios, T-Tar, Halucha, Galvantula, Seismitoad, and Mimikyu. So I actually didn't prepare for Mimikyu or Galvantula, which seems silly in hindsight, doesn't it? And unfortunately, I don't really have great answers to Galvantula's sticky webs. Or Galvantula in general. I don't really know exactly what Galvantula does. I know it gets like Energy Ball. I know it gets Bug Buzz, Thunder, Compound Eyes. I know it gets Sticky Web. So it actually does look pretty good here. I think I'm gonna lead off with Pelipper. My idea here is that if he leads Galvantula, I want to have a switch in to Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn's like my best switch in. What is nice here is that he doesn't have anything that can stop my Leech Seed from going off, and he has Halucha, and I don't know what Mimikyu is gonna do because it's a pretty versatile Pokemon, and he has T-Tar, of course, but yeah, other than that, he doesn't have those are pretty much, other than random hidden power fires, he doesn't have that many answers to that can get rid of Ferrothorn really quickly. So in terms of threats, I think Seismitoad's really threatening. Mimikyu, I just don't know what it does. Galvantula is pretty threatening. Actually, his whole team is pretty threatening. So, I need to keep Ferrothorn and Tornadus alive to beat Latios. I need Ferrothorn for Seismitoad in case it's Swift Swim Seismitoad with Life Orb, Sludge Wave, Grass Knot. Mimikyu, with U-Turn and Intimidate, I feel like I can be okay versus Mimikyu. I do also have Knockoff on Tornadus, which can be helpful, just to if it's I don't know what its item is. Yeah, but let's just jump into it. T-Tar, I don't have great switch into Dark type attacks, so yeah. He doesn't have Registeel. Okay, Wayne is the lead, so that's expected, right? You would expect him to lead Galvantula here. And although I do expect him to go for Sticky Webs, I just don't think I can justify doing anything other than switching out here. I did lead Pelipper because I wanted to get Rain up, so let's think. So if I go into Ferrothorn, he might go into Halucha, but that's not that bad. I actually wouldn't mind getting rid of Halucha sooner rather than later. I'm really specially bulky with my Ferrothorn, so actually, as long as we have the time, I'm gonna pull up the calc just to see. Oh, he misclicked. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. He accidentally only brought 1 Pokemon instead of 6, which maybe you realized, but I did not. I've got Galvantula pulled up in the calc now, so if it's specs, I should be able to figure it out pretty quickly. My thought here is to go into Ferrothorn. The reasoning is that Galvantula definitely learns grass moves. I believe it learns Energy Ball. It might learn Grass Knot as well, and so I don't want to bring Swampert in. Could also have Hidden Power Ice, and I really just want Landorus healthy. Ferrothorn seems like a good switch in. I don't care that much if he gets Sticky Webs up, because I don't really intend to be using the Pokemon on the ground. I don't really intend to be using that much right now, and I think I'll have time later to defog. So, well, yeah, will I have time to defog later? Does it matter? Like, -1 Swampert in range should still... but it doesn't have to be Latios. So, okay, I think it makes sense for him to want to set, webs, but I also don't think it's the worst thing in the world if they go up. So I think I do want to bring in Ferrothorn here. So the only question... I'm going to do that, but I just want to, last time I was just, clicking through moves too quickly. So if I go into Ferrothorn, I'll have the option of going for Gyro Ball, predicting a switch, or Leech Seed, predicting a switch, or Spikes, just in general to get them up. His only Pokemon that can get rid of Hazards, I believe, is Latios. So that's probably, and I don't know if he would waste a slot. It seems silly if you're going to have Mega Latios to use a slot on Defog, so maybe I should prioritize setting up Spikes, but let's see what he does. This should be Sticky Webs, but he might just get greedy and go for a Thunder. Also, depending on how much damage I take, I might want to Leech Seed. He goes for Sticky Web, okay, that's fine. So what's the worst case scenario here, right? He's probably not staying in, so let's say he goes into Hawlucha. How do you get rid of Ferrothorn, dude? I just don't get it. If he goes into Hawlucha and I go Gyro Ball, I'm going to be doing it like a number in terms of damage, but I might... Okay, he goes Hawlucha, I go Gyro Ball. He takes some damage. He goes Drain Punch, I go Gyro Ball, he's KO'd, but now my Ferrothorn has a good bit of damage. Is that worth it? I could also switch out into Landorus. Okay. So if I think he's going to switch, it seems like Gyro Ball is the better option to not let Hawlucha get in for free. I could also Leech Seed, which is safer. And I could also Spikes. I don't want to protect here. This is kind of tricky. I mean, if I Leech Seed's like the safest play in my mind. Gyro Ball is the more aggressive one, and Spikes is the one that's like... How many of his Pokemon are affected by Spikes? 4. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's say he goes Hawlucha and I don't Gyro Ball here, then what happens? Then he's got Hawlucha in for free. I don't think I want that. I'm not Gyro Ball. Okay, he goes for Volt Switch. For a second I thought he was staying in, and I was like, oh no. So that's Volt Switch. That did not do a lot of damage. That did... Oh, it's not supposed to do a lot of damage. It's supposed to be 16 to 20 if he's max special attack with no investment. So something's taking a Gyro Ball here. If it's Mimikyu, that'd be great. If it's Hawlucha, that's not bad either. Latios even isn't bad. Like, who's your answer? What's your answer to Ferrothorn, pal? I don't get it. If he goes into T-Tar, however, that should be more interesting. That should be Hawlucha. Okay, so he does get Hawlucha in here for free. I'm gonna get Gyro Ball off. I was counting on this being a number. Okay, it's Citrus Berry, so we've activated a Burden now, which is good. I mean, you know, good. Good in quotes. Okay, Hawlucha's in. Hawlucha's a big threat to this team, so he can't switch it out now, but if I go into Landorus and he Swords Dances, do I need Landorus for the rest of this team? I do really want... I want Landorus to get rid of that... Yeah, for Mimikyu and Tyranitar, right, okay. Huh. So the question is he going to Swords Dance here? And does he switch into Z-Fly? He only has T-Tar to switch into Z-Fly, which then would put him into Landorus. So the question is, do I want to switch into Landorus here, or do I want to Gyro Ball again? If he Swords Dances, I Gyro Ball, and if he switches into... If he Drain Punches or High Jump Kicks, then I go to Landorus. Even if he gets a +1 Acrobatics, even if he gets Hawlucha to +1, let's say Adamant... Give this boy, I think it's going to automatically calculate Landorus being... Sorry guys, 1 second. Landorus T. +1 Acrobatics, +2 Acrobatics. It actually does a lot of damage. I'll lose most of my Landorus if I take +1 Acrobatics. So do I think he's gonna... I can take... The thing is, I really can take... Oh, but what if he subs? That'd be even worse. I think I'm gonna Gyro Ball here. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, Wolf, you idiot. You can live that, right? Alright, that's actually terrible. That's actually, like, so bad. Why did... Oh my god, I needed Ferrothorn in this matchup. Why did I do that? This is I guess this is just what comes from being inexperienced in singles. But that was really bad, like super bad. Oh, that was my Latios switch in. That was all I had for okay, so now that I've lost Ferrothorn, let's readjust. Things just got a whole lot worse. I have nothing for Galvantula now. That's so silly. I needed that. Why did I do that? I have nothing for Galvantula. Should I Z-Fly or should I Smack Down? Smack Down. Dang it. I haven't lost this, but that was a really stupid thing to do. Like, super stupid. Like, Ferrothorn was my defensive pivot this entire game, and now, like, what am I gonna do versus Latios now? That was my Latios answer. What am I doing? And I can't even... I actually can't beat Latios now. Okay, I guess I need to save Landorus in the end, because the only way I see that I win this game is I need to... If I can sweep him with Landorus... I could have... Oh my god, this is bad. That's not a lot of damage, but it's still annoying. This is not going to KO. Okay. Okay, great. I just keep playing badly, dude. Okay, I think this is a good time to get Tornadus in. I can take two Tornadus T. Now you're -1. I have max HP. Alright, I should probably just let Landorus take more damage here. Okay, let's think. At this rate, I'm going to lose, having given up Ferrothorn for free. I could have protected too, which is frustrating. I should have switched to Landorus. If I'd really thought about it, I didn't think he'd have high jump kick, and then also, yeah, I just didn't expect that. But now that we're here, let's think. It's either Landorus takes a lot of damage or somebody else takes a lot of damage here. I don't see how I'm getting through that Galvantula from now on. Volt Switch Sticky Web, so it can't have Energy Ball. Oh, it probably has Energy Ball and Hidden Power Ice. Okay, that's bad. I'm gonna smack. I need Tornadus healthy, so I'm gonna Smack Down. Just don't crit. Okay. This is a terrible position, but nothing. Yeah, I mean, like, I like to play Pokemon in a way that's more defensive, and I've been forced into a situation where I don't have that option anymore. Like, I have no choice except to play an offensive game of Pokemon, which is just not good. He'll probably go. If I were him, I'd go Latios here, unless. Man, that's so bad. Okay. If I had Ferrothorn, we'd be fine, but I don't have Ferrothorn. And I can't even set up spikes to punish him for switching in and out and stuff. Let's see. How am I going to win this? Bud, oh god, new Pokemon. Mimikyu. Okay, sending in Mimikyu here. I don't know why. He might be trying to Swords Dance on me. I think I'm going to go into Tornadus here. How many turns of Rain are left? 2? 3, okay. I'm going to go into Tornadus so I can U-turn. Slash also just scout for what he's going to do. I might have to give up Landorus to stop a Swords Dance sweep here, but if anything, I expect him to attack in this situation. He goes for Shadow Sneak. Okay, that's good. That's really good. 186. Okay, so it is Life Orb Mimikyu. Do I want to take that item? I think I do. I don't really want this thing launching off a ton of attacks, so I'm going to go for Knockoff. Probably should have thought that went through more, but that's okay. Sticky Webs! Why? Mimikyu is Life Orb and has Shadow Sneak. Probably Swords Dance as well. I expect this turn to either... Like, if I were him, I'd probably just play rough. Shadow Sneak did... Let's get the Calc up here. Mimikyu. Default set. Adamant. Shadow Sneak. Okay, Play Rough is only doing 50%, so I actually can live Play Rough plus Shadow Sneak, which is good. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Mimikyu now, because that would be nice, to be honest. I also wouldn't mind him switching in something that... Okay, nothing. He doesn't switch in anything. This should be Swords Dance or Play Rough, I think. And how much does Hurricane do? Nothing, actually. I know how much Hurricane is doing. Yeah. Play Rough comes out. That's fine. 139 down to 67. Okay. I'm going to U-turn here. I don't want to give this boy too many opportunities to set up, so I think U-turn is solid. Do I want to... I could also Hurricane if I wanted, but I think... I need Tornadus to be healthy, so I think I'm going to U-turn. The only problem is that I want to go into Pelipper here, but if I go into Pelipper, I won't be able to reset Rain. So, and I also don't have that many great switch-ins to Mimikyu now that my Ferrothorns are gone. So, yeah, overall just not good. If he Shadow Snuck here, that'd be awesome. Shadow Sneak would be amazing. I also need Tornadus to be more healthy than this because he's my only switch into Latios at this point. Yeah, Draco Meteor now just demolishes my whole team. So in the long run, when eventually he's going to bring in Latios, so it might be worth bringing in Pelipper literally just so I could defog. But then if I let Mimikyu get a Swords Dance up, like I'm not going to be able to stop that. Shadow Sneak comes out, excellent. Okay, cool. 67 down to 33. So he's just chipping my Tornadus. I'm going to do lots of damage. Wait, doesn't Mimikyu resist Bug? Okay. I can go into Swampert. I can go into Landorus here. I think I'm going to go into Landorus and then go back into Tornadus. The goal is to get health back on Tornadus, / if he switches out. Okay, Rain's gone. I could also go into Pelipper here. That wouldn't be the worst idea. The question is he going to Play Rough or is he going to switch? If he does Play Rough, then... Do I have options here? Let me go back to Tornadus. I don't know what I'm going to do when Latios comes in. I'll just spam Hurricane, I guess. I guess in order to beat Latios, I'm going to have to rely on Ludicolo. Or I'm going to have to Rock Polish up with... Like, I can also beat it with, like, late-game Landorus, if I had healthier Landorus, that is. But I actually don't see any opportunity where I'm going to be able to Rock Polish. So, yeah. This is not going well. I'm actually getting destroyed. To be honest, fam. The other problem is, like, okay, let's say, like, I might be able to shuffle around his Latios by assuming he has Thunder. So, like, I could, like, I could go into Pelipper when he goes into Latios, and then I can go into Swampert to try and bait the Thunder. But if he doesn't have Thunder, like, I just am in trouble. Okay, he might... I think that means he stays in. I might be even at lower health than I was before. Yeah, player comes out, 95 down to... I'm just opening myself up to be crit. 41. Okay, so I actually didn't gain anything from that situation. And I still have to worry about the stupid Galvantula. Shadow Sneak me. Shadow Sneak me. Come on, boy. Boy! I can't even, like, really justify defogging in this situation, because I'm sure that, like, Play Rough, Shadow Sneak, I'm sure that boy has Shadow Claw, too. Okay, he doesn't, whatever it's called. Oh, it is not very effective. Tornadus even has less health than before. About the same. Let's get Pelipper back in here. Let's see how much we do to Mimikyu. Pelipper. Blank set. I wasn't watching. What did you do? Not Swords Dance? Play Rough. Okay, that's fine. That's not a lot of damage. Hurricane. And let's do Scald as well. It's not doing very much at all. But I could defog here. In fact, I think I will defog here. I could also Scald. Am I going to have another opportunity to... whenever Seismitoad comes in, I should be able to get Pelipper in. So I think I'm going to Scald. because I'm in such a bad position, like, I do feel as if I need to start, like, pressuring damage. If he goes for Sword Stance here, that's going to be kind of bad. But, yeah. I mean, okay, he switches out, so in the end, I should have defogged. Ponette. Latios? T-Tar. Okay, if I can burn that, that'd be awesome. Personally, I think. Okay. Scald comes out. That does not do a ton of damage, but more than I actually expected. Okay, so no burns. Lefties. Oh, that's good. So it can't actually Dark EMZ me, which is nice. So it's lefties T-Tar. We don't know the item on Gavantula. I think this is a good time for Mega Swampert, personally. I do at some point need to get rid of the stupid sticky web. Stupid web. But until then, if I just gotten one layer of spikes up, oh my god, there's so many things I could have done better. Okay, let's get Swampert in here. And now the first sticky web victim. Stone Edge, cool. And I'm the best. Okay, cool. So I can make a read here. I could say that he goes into Latios. And go for an Ice Punch. What are his options? He probably wants to go either into... He probably has to go into Latios here. So I either want to set Stealth Rocks here, or... I don't think I'm winning this game unless I make predictions, like, unless I get rid of this Latios. So, he could be hitting Power Grass, but I just don't think he's going to be hitting Power Grass. So I'm going to go for Ice Punch here, and I'm just going to hope that Latios comes in. I don't think it's that unreasonable of a read, because his only switching to Water and Ground is Latios. And also... Okay, so he switches out, so at least I'm not taking damage this turn. It's Swamp. Oh yeah, that's also a good switch. Okay. That's fine. So Stealth Rocks would have been better. I forgot that Seismitoad can switch into Earthquake, because they can just be physically bulky. Let's see. Okay, it's lefty Seismitoad, so that's okay. The question is, do I want to go into Tornadus here, or do I want to... I can't stop Toxic anymore, either. Tornadus gives me the opportunity to use Knockoff, which is not bad, and Pelipper gives me the opportunity to defog. So, if I go into Tornadus, I do want to keep Pelipper healthy is the thing. I'm not super specially bulky on Pelipper, so I think I'm going to go into Tornadus here. I really should go into Pelipper, shouldn't I? Let's think. I'm going to go into Tornadus. I want Pelipper to be healthy. Even, maybe that was stupid. I don't know. I mean, if I can get rid of the webs, then I can try and sweep with Ludicolo. So I actually should be prioritizing getting rid of these webs. Okay, he switches out, but so actually I am glad that I went into Tornadus here because... Oh, it's Mimikyu again. Okay. Hurricane and Sand is not very accurate. I'll give you guys the truth. I actually am glad that he takes Sandstorm damage here though, because it's putting him closer in range to what I need him to be in range of. The only problem is that in the past. I feel like I have to U-turn here. He's gonna Swords Dance. So can I stop that? I don't think I can stop that. I'm gonna U-turn and go into Pelipper. Maybe I shouldn't have taken... I mean, I wanted to limit his damage output, but at what cost, you know? I don't want him getting to +2. Is it okay if Swampert takes damage? Like, that's my first question. Without Ferrothorn, this is so difficult. This is so difficult. So difficult. Okay, he's gonna Swords Dance, and I like literally can't stop him. How much does Swampert do? Alright, Earthquake nukes this thing. I can go into Pelipper, I can go into Landorus. Landorus gets me Intimidate, but... Oh, he might have Woodhammer. Oh, he might actually have Woodhammer. Is that reasonable to make as a prediction? Predict Woodhammer. I'm going to go into Pelipper. Scald. Hurricane. Play rough. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and I avoid. Excellent. Okay, cool. I'm defogging. I've had enough of this. How much is play rough gonna do? He might have Woodhammer over. Play rough does 34, so it does a maximum 57, which is 114 times 2, so I can actually live 2 play roughs. So I'm getting rid of these webs. I've had enough. If he switches out, that's excellent. If he stays in, okay, play roughs. Excellent. That's not a lot of damage, and now finally we get rid of these webs. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that maybe he has Woodhammer and not Swords Dance. And I'm gonna Roost now. Eventually he might miss play rough again. He could also crit me, which would be probably the end of the game, but for the meantime, I'm content to let Pelipper heal up some health. Also, if he ever like the thing is, his play rough is doing at max 34%, and I'm roosting, so I'm taking 16% a turn. He could also do as little as 28%, which would mean I'd get 22% a turn, and he can miss. Play rough is only 90% accurate, I believe, not 95. I think it's 90. So, yeah. What a drag. Still have no switches to Latios. I've now also revealed that I have Ice Punch, so maybe he'll be more hesitant to switch that thing in the future. I don't know what that Latios is doing. He goes for Play Rough, he connects, don't crit. Okay. My attack falls. I'm okay with that, personally. I'll Roost here. I think if I can, maybe after one more Roost, I'll be out of, I think I'm out of critical, actually, I'm pretty sure I'm out of critical hit range now from Play Rough, so that's good. It's important that Pelipper stays healthy. It would also be really nice to get rid of this Mimikyu, for a number of reasons. Okay, he actually switches out. This might be Galvantula again. Oh, it's Latios. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, right, no switching to Latios. So, Wolf, what are you going to do? Let's see. Latios Mega. It's got moves, boy. He could have Thunder. How much is that going to do? Let's see Tornadus T, blank set. Assault Vest. Thunder. Thunder's not even doing that much to Tornadus T thanks to my Assault Vest. So I can actually switch to Tornadus here. I can even live with Thunder. Ideally he goes for Draco Meteor. If he goes for Calm Mind, things are going to get really dicey really fast. However, like U-turn plus Ice Punch might even be enough to KO this thing. So let's see. He Mega Evolves. Is this Calm Mind? Is this, I don't know. Thunder. Thunder would be okay, it's just that Ice Beam? Sub, okay, that's fine. He goes for Sub. That's not fine, I lied. Okay, so how much, let's see how much Mega Swampert is going to do to Ice Punch. Not good. And how much does Tornadus T do to Latios? Shoot, don't run out of time. Okay. So Ice Punch does between 68 and 81. Jolly. No item. Let's see. U-turn does... It's got like 12 attack. U-turn actually does... Both my U-turn and my knockoff do decent damage. I think... I mean, I think I want to break the sub here. I'm going to break the sub. Let's see what he wants to do. Like, I expect Calm Mind, maybe. Calm Mind comes out, okay. Can I beat this in the end? What I'm thinking of doing is trying to get... I wish I'd gone to Swampert that turn. 2 turns of rain left, so that's actually pretty bad. Plus 1 Latios I can't deal with very well. Although he can't have Roost and... You see what I'm saying? Like, his move choices at the moment are pretty... Like, his remaining moves are really limited in what he can have. U-turn stronger slightly, but knockoff... I'm going to knock off anyways. I mainly need Tornadus because it's my Latios switch-in, so if Tornadus... The only way in which Tornadus goes down here is if is, like, even if Tornadus goes down here, I get Swampert in for free, and then Latios is in Ice Punch range. So, I don't think I need Tornadus for that much more. I don't see how I'm beating Galvantula at this point. He stays in, obviously he stays in Wolf, that was stupid. And he's not defensive, so this is going to do a number. He goes for Roost, that's fine. So we've seen 3 of his moves, right? We know he has Sub, Calm Mind, and Roost. I think he might just Roost again. He might not. I'm going to knock off again. There's the last turn of Rain, which is actually bad. I don't think he can KO my Tornadus in one hit either. That's the other thing that's worth noting. Oh wait, once we know his attack, we know whether or not Swampert can switch in even out of Rain. You know? If he Calm Minds again... Dragon Pulse. Okay, excellent. That's good. Okay. So now we can expect him to go for Roost this turn. Cool. Okay, Rain's gone, so we can expect him to Roost this turn. So can we capitalize on that? I think the answer is yes. So if we go U-turn here and then we go Ice Punch, with Swampert. Let's see. If we go U-turn, he's going to be at about 75%. It really would be better if Rain was up, wouldn't it? If we go U-turn, he's got like 65%. He'll take 36%, which puts him at about 30. Then he'll Roost and get 80, and then I'll trade Swampert. And I don't think I want to trade Swampert. I think I want to get rid of Latios without KOing Swampert, without losing Swampert. Sorry. +1 Dragon Pulse is also going to put me out of range for. Dang it. I'm fairly certain I U-turn this turn. The only question is, like, what I could do is I could actually go into Pelipper, sack Landorus, and then... Unless he subs. Yeah, I definitely U-turn this turn, so what's my game plan? He's still got that Mimikyu alive in the back. I mean, I'm going to U-turn this turn. I just don't know what to do necessarily this... So, okay, he's Roosting. So he'll go Roost. He's going to be out of Ice Punch range. I don't think there's a way to do this without letting Swampert take 1 Dragon Pulse. The problem is if I go here, he Roosts, and I Ice Punch, then he Dragon Pulses, and he Dragon Pulses, and I get KO'd. So we can't have that happen. So I think I have to go into Pelipper and maybe sacrifice Landorus now. Maybe. He goes for Roost as expected. So now the only question is what's he gonna do. So the problem is that he could actually Calm Mind here again. And if he Calm Minds here again, I don't see how I can stop that. I could also go back into... So, hang on. He's got Latios, he's at +1. He's got Dragon Pulse. And on the other hand, I have Tornadus. I don't really want to... I mean, Landorus isn't that valuable for the rest of this game. He can beat T-Tar, which is nice. 252 Assault Vest. So his does maximum... Okay. Max Special Attack Latios Dragon Pulse does... It has a 2 in 16 chance of KOing my Tornadus from this range. So 1 out of 8 times I die. If he's timid. If he's modest, is it likely he's modest? If he's modest, I pretty much always get KO'd. But would he be modest? If he's modest, Max Special Attack at +1. I don't know if he'd be modest. I think he wants timid here. So I'm gonna take a risk and I'm gonna go into Tornadus. If I lose Tornadus, it's gonna be really bad. I feel like I've said used this phrasing before and then it's been really bad. So he could also Calm Mind because he's not under pressure. Okay, he actually goes for another Calm Mind, which is good. And bad, of course, but also good. What I'm thinking here is maybe go into Landorus. The question is, does he Roost? I'm gonna accept that Swampert's probably taking one +2 Dragon Pulse, and I'm gonna U-turn into Swampert. If he Roosts, I get 2 Ice Punches off. If he Dragon Pulses, I get 1 Ice Punch off, and he's gone. I'm gonna take a Dragon Pulse. There's no way around that, unfortunately. I don't think there's a way around that. Stone Edge T-Tar with leftovers. Galvantula with Sticky Webs and Volt Switch. Okay, U-turn comes out. Unless he gets greedy and goes for another Calm Mind, which I don't expect, he should Roost here or Dragon Pulse. Probably Roost, because he knows I'm probably going to use a move. let's get Swampert in here. We're going to trade Swampert for Latios, and there's no way around it. Roost. Okay, so at least we guarantee get one Ice Punch off. And actually, I've decided that I'm going to crit this Ice Punch, so it doesn't even matter. So good play by me to crit the Ice Punch. It's unfortunate to Patterz, but hey, that's Pokemon, so, you know, what can you do? Really nothing at the end of the day. You can't do anything about crits. Especially this specific critical hit Ice Punch. You can't do anything about that. Unfortunately. Wish you could. Really wish you... Yeah, hate to see it. But that's the game we play, man. You know? His Tornadus might be in superpower range. I, like, forgot that I had superpower on Tornadus. Tornadus is a good Pokemon. Again, really sorry to Patterz about the Ice Punch crit here. Yeah, but that's the game. That's the game we play, I mean, you know. Dang, I would have felt so cool if... Oh no! The worst thing ever! Okay, this is gonna do a heck of damage. Casty! Okay, the thing is, what really kills me is he could switch out here and, like, it'd be a good play. That's, like, what really sucks. Like, he could go into Seismitoad for free, and, like, there's, like, it's like, a good play. And I can't even Waterfall to punish it, because it will just eat up my Waterfall, you know? Do I want to read him going into Seismitoad? If he goes into Seismitoad, I'm probably not going to want to switch out anyways, so... Wait, this is bad reasoning, Wolf. Think. Okay. I personally believe he's going to go out to Seismitoad here, because the reason is that... okay, he goes out to Seismitoad and I Ice Punch, and then I sack Swampert and go for Stealth Rock. Like, does the order matter here? Because then I do give up Swampert, who's my best Tyranitar answer of my remaining Pokemon. But I do still have tools to beat Tyranitar. So let's say Tyranitar's not a problem. Galvantula is a problem. However, Galvantula can't switch into my Water-type attacks. So, is it okay to Ice Punch here, or do I need to Stealth Rock? So let's say I Stealth Rock first, and I lose Latios, and I lose Swampert. Then I go into Tornadus and I U-turn. So it's not actually that bad. So I think I actually would rather Stealth Rock here, since I plan on giving up Swampert anyways. And then I got the prediction right as well, which is nice. This should be Seismitoad. Oh, Mimikyu, actually. So he wanted to give up Mimikyu, I guess. And in return, I've got my rocks. So this should almost always be Shadow Sneak, I think. He could also Play Rough me or Wood Hammer. He could also still have Swords Dance. It's still, like, a possibility I want to consider. So, other things worth noting. Swampert might actually still have some value in this matchup. So the question is, my switch out is really obvious, so he could Shadow Sneak me here. Or he could not Shadow Sneak me here, expecting me to switch out. Although, actually, wait, how much does Swampert blank set versus Mimikyu default set? Adamant. How much do you think Shadow Sneak does? So this says Shadow Sneak does at most 34. I've got 27. So that's actually more than the minimum roll that I need. So Shadow Sneak always KOs. So if I go into Pelipper, I think we saw last time. Oh wait, we saw last time that Pelipper beats this thing 1-on-1. So there's still 3 turns of Rain left, unfortunately. But at some point he's got to go into T-Tar as well. So I'm gonna go into Tornadus here. My thought is that he might not stay in with Mimikyu, and if he does, like, I'll take a Play Rough, sure, but I still get a U-turn off, which is nice. I will take a bit of damage. Yeah, he goes for Play Rough and predicts it, which is fine. Because it just doesn't do that much damage at the end of the day. I mean, it does a bit. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not knocking Mimikyu for the damage it's doing. It's just that, I don't know. It probably would have been better going to Pelipper, but in the end, I don't think it's super important. Especially now that we know that Latios set. Hurricane has not been super good this matchup, not gonna lie. Though to be fair, I did expect him to have Decky Dewey. Another reason why I'm gonna be happy when once I get rid of Mimikyu is because then I can use Knockoff more freely against his Pokemon, and, like, he doesn't have his, like, We know T-Tar doesn't have it. We know T-Tar has leftovers. We know Seismitoad has leftovers. We don't know what Galvantula has, but I'll take any damage on Galvantula I can get. Yeah. I'm gonna go Bird down here. Oh, he's got Will-O-Wisp. Okay, cool. Let's Scald you. Will-O-Wisp, Play Rough, Shadow Sneak. I think Play Rough would have been, like, I would have rather been hit with Will-O-Wisp than hit with Play Rough in that situation. Shadow Sneak, Play Rough. Shadow Sneak, Play Rough, Will-O-Wisp. One more. I'll Scald. Switches out, so something's taking a Scald here. It might be Seismitoad. I forget who Ponette is. Oh, it's T-Tar. Okay, cool. So he takes Stealth Rock's damage and burn damage. But he does correctly identify that I no longer have good switch-ins to T-Tar now that my... Burn, burn, burn. This is 2 Scalds, although it's still 1 in 3 chance. Thank you! What are we going to do? Yeah, that was well-positioned Tyranitar. If Tyranitar goes down, I think we might be able to win this one. What do we need Landorus for? Because in the end, like, Swampert can sweep, right? But Landorus is not going to be sweeping anything in this game. So I think I'm actually going to go into Landorus here, get an Intimidate, and get Tornadus in for free. Now that we know that Mimikyu doesn't have Swords Dance, like, we don't need to start Landorus for Mimikyu, we don't need Landorus for Seismitoad, we don't need Landorus for Latios. We're using him now for T-Tar, but... Oh, he goes for Stealth Rocks, actually. Okay, cool. How greedy do I feel? Stealth Rocks were really good, by the way. That was a good play on his part. How greedy do I feel? I feel like he should be sacking Latios this turn. If I Rock Polish here, I actually could sweep his team with Landorus. Would he risk Tyranitar here? He's only seen Smackdown. I feel like I have to risk it for the biscuit. Oh, Wolf, please get this right. Latios? Okay, Seismitoad. Well, in the worst case, I'm doing some damage. I mean, Z-Fly doesn't... Wait a second. Think, Wolf. Think, Wolf. Think. I mean, we're Z-Flying here for sure. I'm just thinking, like... Even if Z-Fly doesn't KO this Seismitoad, like if it's max physical bulk, which it probably is based on that switch, I get Tornadus in for after this, and then I can go for a knockoff into Seismitoad and take a KO. He can go into Mimikyu, but then he's in range of more knockoffs. If he goes into anything else, then I guess he can go into Galvantula. That'd be kind of bad. Supersonic Skythrug. This probably is not going to KO. If it did KO, we might win the game if this KOs, but it's probably not. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Oh, so... No. Okay, it's okay. Okay. His only remaining answers to Tornadus, he's got Mimikyu, who probably is in range of Stealth Rocks, who can't switch in, okay? Although he's probably just going to let me take this boy for free. So, Mimikyu, nearly gone. Seismitoad nearly gone. Tyranitar can't beat. Latios can't beat. What's the last Pokemon? Hawlucha's gone. Who's left? Who is the last thing that could beat Tornadus? I forgot his Pokemon. Has he not brought a Pokemon in? What does he have? Galvantula. If I can just get rid of this stupid Galvantula. Last turn of Sand. That's actually really upsetting. Okay, yeah, he just lets me take his Seismitoad. So if it weren't for Galvantula, we could win this game. The problem is that it is for Galvantula. You know. So if I were him, I'd bring in Galvantula here. Galvantula. Blank set. Standard set, I guess. How much? Okay, my Tornadus is Jolly Nature. So my Hurricane is not super strong. want this. Come on, Wolf. Jolly. Hurricane. So Hurricane's doing 62 to 73. So if I can do 13% damage to this boy, I can win this game. Also, how much is Volt Switch doing to assault? Oh wait, this guy is not doing anything. Holy cow! Wait, Assault Vest max HP. Volt Switch doesn't do anything to Tornadus. Like literally 0. So I think I want to U-turn here to get some damage off. We know he's not Scarf. We know that we outspeed. I'm just trying to put myself in a position where Tornadus can beat the whole team. He's only got 4 Pokemon left, and we're getting really close. I think I might want to sack Swampert here. I sacked Landorus the turn before. Now I think I want to sack Swampert. I did good damage. Holy cow, that did good damage. Wait, knockoff he might be in knockoff range. I didn't even think about that. This plate. He's not in knockoff range. Why did U-turn do so much? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think he wants to, He could go for Sticky Webs. But that would be just for my Ludicolo. I don't know. That seems kind of crazy. 27 down to 15 to 12. Thunder. Okay, excellent. I could go into Pelipper here. Is that too crazy? I could just sack. I should just let Swampert go down, right? I just need a little bit. I need like one more turn of damage. Wait, Wolf, think. Let's say I let Swampert go down here, then I go into Tornadus. Well, it's the same thing, right? Like either. Okay, if I go Pelipper here, and in the worst case he KOs Pelipper, right? He can't switch. If he switches out, he'll lose his Givangela next time he switches in. So if I go Pelipper here and then I go Swampert again, like either Pelipper goes down, then I go Tornadus, then I Hurricane, and even like I can't miss Hurricane. It will KO, and then in the worst case he goes to T-Tar, and then like next time he rings Givangela and he's in U-turn range. So I actually think I want to go Pelipper here. I actually think it's relatively safe, unless he doesn't have moves that can hit, Swampert, and so he's forced to go for like a prediction. I don't think I need Rain in this game anymore because I'm planning on winning with Tornadus, and I do kind of need to beat that Mimikyu somehow is the only thing. He goes for Giga Drain. Oh, that's actually really bad. Okay, because now he's is he out of range of Hurricane? How much does Hurricane do? He's almost out of range of Hurricane. He might just Giga Drain again. Oh, but that's okay because if he Giga Drains again, I can go Ludicolo and hit Surf. Or Sub if I wanted. Yeah. He goes Giga Drain, I lose Pelipper. He goes... I go Ludi, I go Surf. Yeah, I'm gonna Hurricane. Yeah, I could actually live this, I think. Maybe. Okay, excellent. I did live. I'm just trying to put him in Hurricane range, yo. Confused. Well, I got no secondary effects. This game sucks. Okay. Hurricane. Okay. I'm totally okay with that. I am 3,000% okay with that. I just need to get Givangela gone, and now I think I can win with Tornadus. I think. Who's opponent again? Tyranitar, okay. I could still lose this. Don't get me wrong, I could 100% still lose this. I'm gonna have to rely on Hurricane out of Rain, unfortunately. So he's got 4 Pokemon left. They're all kind of in range of Tornadus. They actually are all in range of Tornadus, except for Mimikyu, who's just kind of a pain. The good thing is that Mimikyu, now we're in Sand Forever, which actually I'm happy about. I feel like if he should be playing cautiously here. Hopefully he just expects U-turn. Hopefully he just thinks U-turn's my best way of damage output. But even if he goes into Mimikyu here, he's still taking Stealth Rock damage. His Tyranitar is still taking Stealth Rock damage, and because I've saved Swampert, I actually saved Swampert. Oh, never mind. He just lets me take his Tyranitar. So Tyranitar's gone. So there's no more weather setters in the game. So once T-Tar goes down, then we're stuck with the weather we have for the rest of the game. I can't believe I gave up Ferrothorn. But thankfully, we just need to get rid of the Mimikyu. And honestly, after Sand and U-Turn and Stealth Rocks, it's got to be close at this point, right? Like, it has to be getting close. My Tornadus is at -1, so at some point I'm going to want to U-Turn out of here, but he's only got 4 Pokemon left. Mimikyu, who's nearly gone. Wait, no, 3 Pokemon left. He's got Mimikyu, who's his most threatening Pokemon, Galvantula, who can't switch in, and Mimikyu, Galvantula, what's the last one? Latios. But there it is. There's the most threatening one remaining. So Mimikyu comes back in. I think I'm going to U-turn here. I don't want to lose Tornadus. And, like, actually, I need Tornadus to win this game, so I think just letting the other Pokemon do stuff is fine for now. So I'm gonna send Swampert in here. I'm gonna see how much damage he has left, and in the meantime, I'm gonna calc Mimikyu with no item. Knock off. Ooh, that doesn't do. Oh god, that doesn't do anything. 23%. We're not there yet, unfortunately. Hurricane does more, but unfortunately, that doesn't help us too much in this situation. The only way that I could lose this, I just like can't let his Latios get in for free. But let's just see. Let's open a new damage calc for Ludicolo because we're down to our last 3. So my plan here is go into Swampert, sack Swampert. Oh no, please don't die. Okay. Latios, blank set, Mega Latios versus Ludicolo, default set, modest, Life Orb. Oh yeah, that's doing a lot. Okay, so Ice Beam does 65% to Mega Latios, so like, and I have Ice Punch on Swampert, so like, even if like, yeah, like, I think regardless, like, Tornadus should be cleaning up this game. Unless he's trying to take me to timer. By the way, guys, as an aside, last week somebody took, like, one player took another, switches out, okay. Sacks Latios, okay. He's forcing my U-turn. So, wait, what's the other Pokemon? It's Mimikyu and, oh god, I forgot his last Pokemon. Wait, okay, we'll think. Hawlucha, Tyranitar, Seismitoad, Mimikyu, Galvantula. Oh, okay. Well, you know what, pal? If you want a Giga Drain this much HP, you are welcome to it. Here you go. I'm not letting you get out of knockoff range. So if you want this health, have it. If you want my 3 HP, so you heal 1 damage, you are welcome to it, my friend. Send in your Galvantula. You can have it. I don't care. You can have it. Okay, it is Galvantula. He could be sending sticky webs here. He's in sand range. I'm an Earthquake. Of course I could switch out and try and like preserve differential, but I am just concerned with one thing and one thing alone, and that is winning this game. I'm Earthquaking. Okay, goes for Giga Drain. A good move. Takes my 3 HP lead. Yeah. Hopefully. Oh my god! Critical hit. That's still in sand range, I think. And I actually have a good bit of bulk on my Ludicolo, so... Okay. Okay, cool. I'm going into Ludi here, and I'm going to Surf. I really would like Tornadus to pick up the KO, but I can't KO him in one shot, so... I guess it doesn't really matter. Ludicolo almost certainly won't get one shot, so I'm going to go for Ludicolo. Yeah. Oh, I think what I was saying is that last week, one player in the league took another player to timer, and people were really upset about it. I was really surprised by that, personally, because it doesn't really matter, but yeah. If any of my opponents ever take me to timer, like, please don't flame them in the comments. Please don't go out of your way to do anything negative. I personally think timer is a really good win condition. I think it adds a level of strategy to the game that a lot of people don't realize, because it's cool that it's completely impartial. Now's probably not the time for this discussion, though. I'm going to go for Giga Drain and try and win this game. Player comes out. I avoid. I'm sorry. I don't think that... I have a lot of defense in my Ludicolo, so I don't think that matters too much. But, yeah. That's the game. So, despite losing Ferrothorn really early, and despite a really shaky start, we do actually manage to pull this one back, which I'm personally really surprised about. Great game to Patterz. That was intense, to say the least. And good luck going forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, by the way. I really appreciate it. And I know that, like, for those of you who actually play singles, it must be difficult to watch me make really questionable plays. But I appreciate if you're here sticking with me. I appreciate all the advice I get. I realize a lot of things in retrospect that I should have done better. For example, switching in Landorus for Ferrothorn. I didn't lose anything by doing that. I just got risky. I don't know. So I'm still learning, but I do feel like I'm improving. I do feel like I'm learning a lot. Thank you to Joey and MV, especially this week. Like, those guys, like, they built versions of Patterz's team and like threw them at me, and so that was like super helpful for like realizing my win condition. Although they used different stuff than Patterz obviously brought. So like they never brought Galvantula, for example. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please do whatever the heck you want, and I'll see you next time for week 6. I believe we're going up against A-Drive, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.